Hey polish fans, it's Caroline again and welcome to another video here at Wild Moon Lacquer. In today's video we are doing another Bees Knees Lacquer haul. They came out with a new release for July. That was the Only a Monster collection. I also got one of their bags from the 6 Crimson Cranes mystery bags that they released for that collection. And we have a gift with purchase that was in this amazing bag. So we've got 3 polishes that are going to be mysteries. Again, with any mysteries that I spoil for you guys, I will do little spoiler warnings before the polish. That way, if you don't want to have it spoiled, you don't have to see it. You can skip right on past that. So from the main collection, we do have quite a few to look at, 3 of which are sibling polishes to a lion with a thorn on its paw. So I do have that one available to compare it to. Then I also got 2 of their lip glosses. I don't believe I have tried them before, so we've got quite a lot to look at. So let's go ahead and dig in. The first one is one of the sister polishes to a lion with a thorn in its paw. This is the green one called Always Free. And this one was really beautiful. I'm kind of picky on my greens, as you guys have probably become aware if you've watched my destashing videos. I tend to be very particular about the types of greens that I have, but I really like how this one turned out. It almost has like a pinch of teal lean to the shade of green that it is. Obviously, as a sibling polish to a lion with a thorn in its paw, it's got those beautiful holographic flakies in it. And look at that shimmer. It's so strong and beautiful. You've got the red to gold to green shift. It looks amazing in this base. And for the swatches today, I did do 3 coats of everything. So this is how this one looks. Again, I love the flakies on this type of polish, which is why I ended up getting all 3 of the sibling polishes. The shimmer on this looks amazing as well. And again, the tone on this has a beautiful color to it. I really like how this one turned out. So that first one was Always Free. The second sibling polish to a lion with a thorn in its paw is the magenta fuchsia-y purpley version. This one is the Elias Remember, and this one is another one that I'm really glad that I ended up getting. I absolutely love this juicy crushed raspberry color. And again, you've got a load of shifting shimmer in there. I mean, just look at that. Very strong red to green to gold shift, and all of those gorgeous holographic flakies. And again, I love it in this color. So really happy with these sibling polishes. I would not be mad at an entire collection of polishes with this type of finish. I think that would be absolutely amazing. Here it is in 3 coats. And I'm going to be repeating myself on these 3, but I absolutely love how they look on the nail. I love how the holographic flakies look, and the shimmer on these are beautiful and strong. And again, this tone of purpley fuchsia magenta type color, crushed raspberry I think I would call it, is just absolutely gorgeous. And with that really strong red shimmer in there, it is absolutely gorgeous. So that second polish was the Elias Remember. And then the one that we're going to compare to a lion with a thorn in its paw is the blue version called Loyal Unto Death. And this one is the closest to a lion with a thorn in its paw. So I'm going to be repeating myself on the descriptor because this does have a very similar formulation to those first 2. You have the sort of a cornflower blue, ever so purple leaning base. Then you have a load of those holographic flakies, and then a very strong shimmer particle that shifts from red to green to gold with some orange in there as well. So you guys know, since I liked a lion with a thorn in its paw, I had to get this one as well. I was a bit worried that it would be too similar to a lion with a thorn in its paw, but there were enough comparisons from swatchers out there that I felt like this one was definitely worth getting, and it definitely was. So this is it with 3 coats. Again, you have that very strong shimmer in here. And again, I feel like I'm repeating myself on this, but those flakies in here are just amazing. I really like how they look on the nail. And that shimmer is just so strong in these. Just gorgeous. So bottle shot comparison, we've got Loyal Unto Death on the right and a lion with a thorn on its paw on the left. Now they are pretty similar in color, but they are different. A lion with a thorn in its paw in person is more of a dusty, lighter blue, whereas Loyal Unto Death has more of that pinch of purple to it, and it is a little bit darker. Shimmer wise, the shimmer particle size as well as the shifts are a bit different. They are, I would say, stronger to the red side in Loyal Unto Death, whereas A Lion with a Thorn in Its Paw, while it does have the red shift, is a bit more on the red to gold, where this one has the red to orange to gold to green. So it has that extra shift, which might be why it's a bit stronger. And even the holographic bits in here I feel are a little bit different. The ones in A Lion with a Thorn in Its Paw are a little bit larger, but more scattered. It's kind of hard to describe. They are, at least to my eye, different particles, but both very, very beautiful. And here they are side by side. In the swatches, it's actually Loyal Unto Death on the left and A Lion with a Thorn on Its Paw on the right. And I think you can see the color difference on the swatch pretty well. Loyal Unto Death is a little bit darker. Lion with a Thorn in Its Paw is that lighter, dustier blue. And actually from my angle back here, the shimmer particles that I'm seeing, again, lean way more red in Loyal Unto Death, whereas from my angle, A Lion with a Thorn in Its Paw, I'm seeing mainly the green. So they are slightly different in that as well. Now, a lot of people probably wouldn't need both in their collection. I'm still debating, but they're different enough at this current moment that they're both worth having in my collection. I do really enjoy A Lion with a Thorn in Its Paw, but Loyal Unto Death is dazzling. They're both gorgeous. So that last sibling polish was Loyal Unto Death. Now we're moving on into our shimmer polishes. This first one is I Won't Remember What You Mean to Me. And this one is a really beautiful soft shimmer polish. The base in the bottle is this really beautiful purple, like dusty purple, almost blue leaning. Then you have this larger particled shimmer that goes from green to very strong gold, which I think is what you're seeing mainly on camera. There's a slight blush tone too that you can sort of see right there. And I'm not sure if that's a shift in the shimmer or just part of the base color, but it's really gorgeous. I do see some shifts to blue towards the base of the bottle there. And this is it in 3 coats. On the nail, I feel like what you're mainly seeing is the shifts in the shimmer. The base color, I don't know if you can see that against my skin tone, but it's kind of hard to see in person because the shimmer is so strong. It's not at least as dark as I feel like it was in the bottle, although I think on camera it's coming out a bit more than it was to my eye in person. But again, that shimmer is very, very strong. You see a lot of that gold to green, and then that pinch of purple on the nail. I'll have to see how this one looks over some colors or on a bare nail. I'm curious to see if on a live nail the color might stand out a little bit more, or if I might want to wear it with a blurring base coat underneath it. So that first shimmer polish was I Won't Remember What You Mean to Me. I hear you, honey. What are you doing? She has her windows open. She has her water. Yeah. She just hears me talking and wants to be included. Yeah, I know. I hear you. Yeah. Uh-huh. The next shimmer polish is If You Believe in Fairy Tales. This one is more purple by comparison. So just to compare it to I Won't Remember, that one is definitely more on the blue side when compared to If You Believe. And the funny thing is when this is on the nail, as you'll see here in a bit, it actually looks pinker. So the very interesting comparisons from what you see in the bottle to what's on the nail. But this one again has a beautiful larger particled shimmer in here. You have a beautiful green across the face of the bottle, which I think again on camera you're seeing mainly as more of a gold, but you do see shifts to blue and shifts to green. So absolutely lovely shifts. And again, you have that sort of a juicy purple base in this one, but there's that pink. That's more what you're going to see on the nail, interestingly enough. This is it in 3 coats. And again, you're seeing mainly that shimmer with just sort of an undertone of that tinted base. So by comparison, again, this is If You Believe in Fairy Tales, and this is I Won't Remember. So you've got that pinch of more of a blue purple on this one and more of a fuchsia purple in If You Believe in Fairy Tales. But on the nail, it definitely comes out looking a bit more on the pink side. I think there you can see it really well. So that one was If You Believe in Fairy Tales. And then the last in this particular shimmer formulation is this one called Unmade. And this is a pink, truer pink, or maybe a warmer pink than the more cool toned purpley pink of If You Believe in Fairy Tales. Again, you've got that larger particled shimmer in here. You've got that beautiful green. In person, I'm seeing a blue. So you definitely have a blue to green shift. And at the edges, I see some orange popping up in person. Although I don't know if that's going to be coming across on camera, but that green and blue in here just is so beautiful. I love that kind of a contrast in a pink base, but you could get me with this kind of a shimmer in almost any kind of polish. It's absolutely beautiful. So this is Unmade in 3 coats. Again, you definitely have more of a, I guess, warm toned pink compared to If You Believe. And they do have a different shimmer particle as well. You can definitely see the green in Unmade, whereas you see more of a gold in If You Believe. And I just love the glow that comes out in Unmade. That one I think is definitely a favorite. And there it is, just against my skin tone. Again, on this one, I think of the 3, this one has a bit stronger of a color tone on the nails. Again, I'll have to see how I decide to wear it, if I use it as a topper or on its own as sort of an ethereal, ghostly look on the nail. But that shimmer is just gorgeous. So that one was Unmade. And then the next one is this absolutely dazzling polish here called Lucian. This one was from the Ships 2.0. This one is absolutely gorgeous. You have a larger particled shimmer in here. You have, I think, a smaller shimmer particle as well. And I want to say there's either micro glitter or something else in here. But you have a lot of beautiful shifts, a lot of glow, a lot of shimmer. Look at all those colors, blues, greens, golds, oranges, plus the pink tinge to the base. It's very ethereal and unicorn-like. This is very magical looking. There's so many colors going on. And then this is what it looks like on the nail. Very, very beautiful. I will say this one is one of the more sheer polishes in that the base doesn't have a lot of color to it. So against just my skin tone here, you can see that the color almost disappears at certain angles. But you're left with that beautiful shift from the different shimmer particles that are in the base. And it has such a glow to it. It's really, really beautiful. In person, I'm seeing mainly the green. On camera, I think you're seeing more of a greenish gold. But again, this one is going to be so shifty in different lights. Just look at that rainbow. You've got pink, purple and blue, green and gold, all on one nail. It's just going to depend on your lighting. And I love polishes that do that. They're just so magical. Really, really like that one. So that last one was Lucian. And I'm not too sure on the pronunciation, Lucian or Lucian, or something completely different. If you know, let me know. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and take a peek at the lip glosses or chapsticks or gloss. I'm not too sure what to call these actually. We'll just call them lip products. I did end up getting 2. These are both tinted, one with a shimmer, one with a color. This first one that I got is called Queen Butt Stallion, and I don't remember the scent descriptions, but this one I believe is the one that is tinted with a shimmer. So when you put it on, you're going to get a bit of shimmer, just lightly. I think this one has a little bit of like a red to pink, which I don't know if it's going to come across at all on camera unless I really put it on there. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's going to... There we go. There's a bit of that red color. And this smells absolutely divine. Again, I'm not too sure about the scent description on this one, but this one smells delicious. Like I want to eat it. It smells really good. It smells edible. It's very foody. Like maybe some fruit mixed in with like vanilla and cake or something like that. It's amazing. I would get this scent in a wax melt. In fact, I think I had wanted to, but they were out. So I'll have to keep that in mind for next time. But that was Queen Butt Stallion in their lip gloss, their tinted lip gloss or lip product. Next up I got, okay, so I'm probably going to butcher this, but it is Crumbocalypsy. And this one is tinted with some color. So this one is going to be like a brown, and it does have some like golden shimmer to it. And actually, maybe you could see that better on the first one. Hang on. Yeah, I think maybe you can see the shimmer in this one a little bit more. Yeah, there's some of that shimmer particle in there. So it's going to be very light on the lip. Just a nice little tint. And again, the smell on that one is divine. Okay, so this one you're probably going to be able to see just fine on me. Maybe. Again, it's going to be a little bit on the light side. It's just a tint. But you've got a light brown. I think that's going to look really beautiful in the fall. And this one smells really good too, but Queen Butt Stallion is definitely my favorite. Crumpacalypsy definitely smells more like chocolate. I'm sure there's something else in there too, though. So both smell really, really good. This is, like I said, I think the first time that I've purchased their lip products, and they seem nice and smooth, not too sticky. And again, the scents are divine. Queen Butt Stallion definitely has my scent palette on this one. It smells absolutely delicious. I would get this scent in everything I could get a hold of. So yeah, that's my favorite. So those were the two lip glosses or lip products. I think you can kind of see that little bit of tinge there, and then the tinted brown one there. All right, so now we're moving on to our mysteries. I will let you know what mysteries we're going to be looking at. That way you guys can make an informed decision about if you want to see them or not. So I've got one gift with purchase. The gift with purchase that I got was Time Travel is in Your Blood. That's the one that came in this really cute iridescent bag with some goodies. And then the two that I got in the 6 Crimson Creams mystery bag is Sometimes Poison is Medicine in Disguise and You Conquered Me Out of Hope. So those are the mysteries that we're going to be looking at. If you don't want to see them spoiled, go ahead and skip ahead. I will put the timestamp down below. That way you know where to skip ahead to. So let's go ahead. Spoiler warnings in effect. We're going to look at the mysteries. All right. So first of all, the bag that the gift with purchase came in also came with a squishy toy and a little candy. I don't think you can see that very well through the bag, but my little squishy was a little, I think, dinosaur. Yeah, a little pink dinosaur. And then it also came with a little candy. I don't know the flavor of this offhand. I'm sure that's a fruit of some kind. But these are usually really good. I think this one might be, yeah, I think this one is a hard candy. Sometimes they are a chewy candy. So always fun to get little bonuses. And this is Time Travel is in Your Blood. This was the gift with purchase. This one is a jelly green, absolutely loaded with a shifting shimmer that goes from green to blue. And I want to say I see some pink at certain angles as well. So there's that really strong blue glow to green, and then here towards the end is where you're going to see some other colors come up. So at extreme angles you can see pink and maybe even orange. So this is it in 3 coats. I'll have to see if I like this color. This again is a green, and I am rather particular about my greens. I've learned that about myself recently, and I'm not too sure if this is the kind of green that I'll enjoy on my nails or not. I do enjoy some of the mint shades and teals, but we'll have to see about this one. This one might end up on my D-stash. We'll just have to see. It does seem to be very popular on the Bees Knees Facebook page, so this one might end up on my D-stash. I'm not too sure at this point, but it does have a gorgeous shimmer. This one could make a really beautiful topper over other colors with that really pretty shifting shimmer. You can see that beautiful glow pop up there. That's very nice. But yeah, just tonally, the tone of green is just not my favorite. Maybe it's because it leans a little bit yellow. That could be it. But that one was Time Travel is in Your Blood. Okay, now we're moving on to the 6 Crimson Cranes mystery bag. Again, spoiler warnings are in effect. If you don't want to see these, skip ahead. But we're going to dive into the 2 that I got. These are reflective with ghost flakies. The first one that I got is Sometimes Poison is Medicine in Disguise. We've got a slightly darker green. This is more like a grass green. You've got the green reflective glitters in here, as well as these ghost flakies that sort of disappear at certain angles. On camera, you're seeing them as a vivid gold, whereas in person, you almost don't even see them. They sort of blend with the base because they shift to a bit of a green. But I think at certain angles you will see them shifting up there at the top to sort of a aqua or teal. I do really like the reflective component to this. I like it when the reflective glitters are a color. Usually they'll contrast with whatever you put them in. In this case, she went tone with tone. But there's those gorgeous flakies, and I think right there you can see some more colors popping up as well. So this is it in 3 coats. I didn't do top coats on any of these, but this one is rather surprisingly glossy still, at least glossy looking. There's definitely some texture to it because it is a reflective polish. As you can see, there is still somewhat of a squishiness to this, so you might want to put this over a blurring base coat or an undie if you wanted to get full opacity. But I really like the type of formulation that she went with on these. There's not an overwhelming amount of the reflective glitters, and you see plenty of those really pretty flakies. Again, tonally, I'm not too sure I'm going to like this polish. It might be another one that ends up on my D-stash, but the formulation was beautiful. So that first mystery was Sometimes Poison is Medicine in Disguise. And the second mystery that I got is You Conjured Me Out of Hope. And this one I really like. It's somewhat of a hard color to describe. It's almost like a dusty indigo. Then you have the reflective component and those ghost flakies. Again, on camera, you're seeing like a golden orange to gold, maybe some green popping up at the edges. In person, I'm mainly seeing a dusting of green across the face, and then they disappear on the edges of the bottle. Again, I love the... I know, baby. What was that? Oh, yeah? Yeah. You just want some loves today? Yeah? You just want loves? Yeah. Again, I love the formulation on this. I think that it's a really beautiful combination. And again, this type of color is definitely right up my alley. I love the indigos, blurples, iolite shades, cornflower blues, blurples. Any of those are definitely my favorite. Yeah, okay. So this is it in 3 coats. Again, you've got that beautiful blurply shade. You can see those flakies pop up in certain lighting. And then there they go, almost disappearing at certain angles. The reflective component, again, is not too overwhelming in this. And also, this is 3 coats, and it didn't feel too thick when I was applying the 3rd coat. So this color is definitely going to be a favorite. I think this might have to appear on my fall nail polish rack. We'll just have to see. But that last one was You Conjured Me Out of Hope. So there you have it. That was my little haul from Bee's Knees Lacquer and the Only a Monster collection. Hopefully you enjoyed. Let me know down below if you got any from this collection and which one were your favorites. And also let me know if you what you got for your gift with purchase. I'm not even sure how many different variations there were out there, but there was a whole thread going on about all the different ones that people had gotten. So I'm definitely curious about what other polishes were out there. That might create a bit of a wish list for me about other ones that are out there, but we'll just have to see. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit the little subscribe button down below. That way you don't miss out on any of my new videos, and I will see you in that next one.